The recent times in Formula One have been, I think, none less than exciting, and I guess it's just been the best time possible for all the fans. And I found this image on Google. So if I'm using somebody's image, I'm really sorry about it. It's just I'm a big Leclerc fan, and 16 is my birthday too. So I just love this picture, and it just sums up in a way that you have signs in the corner right next to Vettel, and now he's going to be wearing the red suit and driving the red car. So I know it's exciting. Like, I was rooting for Ricardo for sure to be with Leclerc, but then I understood, of course, it's bigger than just having kind of your favorite driver, or for me, my second favorite driver after Leclerc, to be together. But just didn't make sense for Ferrari per se, as a strategy or as a long term. I would say, keeping the team together, you've got to keep the long run and the 2021 and 2022 season in mind. The reason is because 2020 is going to be cut short. You don't know how people are going to perform because they're coming out of a big break. You just don't know. If let's say you finish the season, you got maybe 60, 70 days until getting back to things properly. You got testing, which is used to be more before. Now this time it was just a lesser week per se, and you got to see a lot of it. But I would say there was a lot more coming through because we would have had new packages or upgrades in cars. You would have seen a real speed, and they would have kept the same car. If COVID would have not happened, the regulations would have been, I don't know, would have been there or not, but I guess they would have still stuck to 2021, and then COVID-19 happened. They moved it a year further. So, you would have seen the new cars by next year with the new lineup per se. That would have been even more sick, but I guess you have to wait for it. So having a very similar car, just with a couple of more enhancements, I don't know how far things will go and how far everything else is going to be taken to or talked about. But this is my views of what 2021 just a basic driver lineup will look like. That's just my vision. So for me, Formula One, I used to watch it when Michael Schumacher was there, a little bit when Lewis Hamilton was just doing everything with his the Mercedes seat, and just winning the championship year after year. So after a while, it just honestly got boring for me, and then I stopped watching Formula One because the part of the world I stay in, Formula One is just not the main sport for us. So here it's cricket. So, and I am a big fan of golf. So that's pretty much my day profession. So it's just it's not the if George Russell is going to be the guy who's going to take the second seat, or he's going to be the guy who's going to be the apprentice to Lewis Hamilton to learn how to work the car out, how to be on top, because he's the guy I feel who's going to take it forward, and who's the missing key in the young gun part of Mercedes, who's going to fight with Leclerc, Max Verstappen, and the other guys. But the young guns pretty much. Ferrari, we're pretty much set for 2021, 2022. I would think even if Carlos performs pretty well, then he's going to be there for 2023 too, because with his age he's going to be like 28, maybe 28, yeah, he's 25 right now, so maybe 28, 29, whatever by that time. So he's going to be still young, and he's going to be pretty much hitting, or will be in his prime of racing. And if Ferrari figure their management side of it out by next year, and Leclerc is in a position to win a championship, let's say 2021, because 2020 I still don't feel the car is there. Plus I really want Lewis to win it, just to make it 7, and then he can be like, okay, you guys can now take it over and let's see who gets to 8. But I personally feel this year is pretty much going to be with Lewis, and the way the Mercedes car is just performing to the next level. So that's my bit with Ferrari, and so we come to number three, the great team of Aston Martin, Red Bull Racing. Aston Martin's going to part ways soon enough, but Red Bull is going to have Max Verstappen for sure till they don't fuck up the Honda engine shit. But honestly, he's going to be there for a long time. He's the number one key. He's been through the ranks. He's been the junior driver coming out of Red Bull. So he's been part of the academy, been part of the whole philosophy. So I think he's aggressive enough, like in Red Bull per se. He's a good image, for Red Bull as well. He's fast. He's feisty. He always wants a fight. He's not going to be the guy who's going to be taking a seat back. So they need like a guy like that who's going to be like Creed, So he's staying there. I don't know about Albon. This year will make it, pretty clear if he has the speed or he has the ability to complement Max. Does he? Does he not? Time will tell. But I'm not sure he's going to be there for 2021 in Red Bull for sure, because the way the market is looking, you never know. Depending on how Aston Martin comes in with Racing Point, you don't know. But for now, he's safe. You never know. So maybe this year will give us a clear idea how he performs and how Red Bull sees it, because they may make a change again, may get Pierre Gasly back. You never know. But coming back to, let's say, number 4 now, McLaren. So they've got Danny Rick, awesome guy. And they got Lando. I think Lando's going to be there. He's the future. He's the guy who's going to be like the young breed right now. They're just giving him as much experience to gain, as much time in the car to be ready when he's also in his prime. He's very young, so I guess Lando's going to be there till he doesn't fuck it up major. Honestly, he doesn't make those mistakes. He's a good PR dude. He's the laughable kind. He makes people happy. He does good charity work. He's really good online with his racing, posting stuff. He's a good model for McLaren. He's serious enough in the car. Outside, he's chill enough. So that's going to be a good pairing with Danny Rick. Both of them very, very different personalities, much more going out personalities. So it's going to be good for McLaren, honestly. And I'm looking forward to them to honestly be number 3. At least, or even behind Ferrari, because I would love Ferrari to take the championship though. I'm okay with Lewis winning the World Drivers' Championship, but Ferrari winning the Constructors, and Leclerc maybe going number 2, and Sainz, let's say, number 3. So there's a possibility. You never know. But yeah, so let's see if it works out. If you have enough fast laps and everything, let's say, I think it should work out. So McLaren said. Then you have Renault. I don't know, with Vettel. I honestly personally feel Vettel is too big to take on a role just for development. I don't know if he's going to be ready with it. I honestly don't feel because of Alonso coming back, because I know people have said that McLaren's Alonso's team. He's very political. He wants to take control of shit. I don't think Renault will give him that kind of opportunity with like a I wouldn't say young star, but a young driver as Ocon. But Ocon has proved that he's got the fight. He's French. I don't know. I read somewhere people saying that Grosjean should be at Renault soon enough. So they got 2 French drivers and the French team. You never know. Does Nico come back? Good. I really would love Nico coming back and getting a podium, and then just saying, okay, Avidazen, I'm done. Okay, because maybe just give him a year's contract in 2021 and just be like, dude, get us. No, we've worked hard enough to have a car ready. Just get yourself 1 podium, so your career ends up in a good shape. You don't go back as like a driver who's never stood on a podium. So, in Formula 1. So that is one part of it. And so I personally feel Vettel would not do it, will not go to Renault. If Daniel is just running away, I wouldn't say run away, but going back to his, it should have been his original choice, but I guess of course you need to think about taking care of your career when you don't have one. So you need to be financially stable as well. And I understand his choice, but uh, Daniel leaving Renault this early and just making a choice in 1 year is pretty much a clear indication to Vettel as well that okay, things are just not the way it should be. Even if you can make as many, you know, you can throw out as many tweets or comments in any kind of interview. You can have as many plans. I had plans too, but you need to perform at that level where you're showing people, okay, yeah, we have plans and we are doing it, but it doesn't look like Renault is going to be there. But of course they're going to be in Formula One for a decent amount of time because they're a manufacturer. So, but they're losing customer engine teams, so I don't know. So coming back to Racing Point, which I'm racing on the Formula One 2019 game, and just for making it fun, not being driving the top team in the career mode. So I find it's really good fun to give a challenge and develop the car for 2 3 seasons, and then you're really having fun with it. And so for me, I personally feel Sergio Perez may or may not be for his 3 year contract. Somebody may buy him out, his contract out, and maybe put him in another team, or he buys it out and goes to, I don't know how the Aston Martin thing is going to work out. I don't know if Lance Stroll is going to be there for long term. You never know. Vettel just comes back and joins that Aston Martin team and be like, okay, now who goes out? Because you know, Lance Stroll, I don't think is going to be the first choice. So I don't know where does Perez go. So if that happens, that Aston Martin comes in, picks up Vettel, and be like, okay, ciao to Perez, then I think Perez goes to Haas. I don't know Haas is going to survive, but it's better than Williams per se. So I don't know. Honestly, I personally feel that it's going to be tough, but you know, you guys can let me know in comments that what you feel, but it's going to be tough, honestly. So talking about how things are going to look perspective wise, it's just astonishing how things are going to be there. But if Aston Martin picks up, then I think it's just going to be Lance Stroll because his daddy's there. So that's pretty much my guess to it. Then we have Haas F1. So if Perez comes for Haas because he's any day better than Grosjean as a driver, he doesn't have that many insurance claim issues, I guess, but he should be let go. He's just not at that level. Magnussen is a good dude, good driver. I personally, I'm just feel sad that I think he's just stuck with a back car for a couple of seasons, I guess. But he should be driving. He deserves to drive. So I think Grosjean should be let go for a bit, and just Perez and Magnussen should be there because AlphaTauri. I don't know how much even at Alfa Romeo, but I don't think so. There'll be a Perez seat in Alfa Romeo. They're going to get Mick Schumacher in soon enough with Giovinazzi if he performs, because Kimi's going to for sure and sometime soon going to say goodbye to the sport for the time being. I think he's had his fair share, or he's done pretty much that he's happy with. So coming back to AlphaTauri, it's a Red Bull team, so you're going to find either Kvyat being thrown out of the whole ranks, getting a junior driver in with Pierre Gasly, or Albon comes back and Pierre is promoted to Red Bull if they feel like it. But I think Albon is performing pretty well right now, so Pierre becomes like the lead, team leader here, and they get in one more guy maybe for 2021. But it all depends. I personally feel it's a decision. Red Bull, you never know what's going to happen. So Alfa Romeo, as I said, either it's going to be Giovinazzi. 2020 is going to be a pivotal year for him to make sure that he has a seat for 2021. Uh, because I don't know if they're going to give him a long-term deal till he doesn't perform. And if he performs really well, you never know. He's going to be the guy for 2022. Oh, sorry, 2023. You never know because Sainz will be out of contract at that time because he's got 21, 22. So 23, Giovinazzi, never know. Going to be the lead team. But till then, he needs to perform. And I think Mick Schumacher may be the guy who replaces Kimi and comes in. And of course, he's got great abilities. Of course, he's not had the best showings in F2, but you never know. You never know when you just get into the biggest stage and we got Schumacher blood in you. You have to perform. It's like it's your chance to show what you're made of. So I think he's gonna, buck up his sleeves and just do his job and come back to Williams. I think, of course, they're gonna lose on to George. So one more paid driver, I guess, from F2 or anybody who can get sponsors except Kubica is gonna join Williams. But I don't know. Honestly, what's happening with Williams, only Williams would know. I feel sad per se. Of course, I understand the budget restrictions, everything is getting sorted, so I hope they have a much better chance of, just making the cut and being there. I just would love having Williams not finishing last, or, even though, but maybe like from scoring more than 1 point. So that would be a good scenario. Maybe getting one podium, even in 2020. I understand it's going to be few races, but maybe 2021, if you can get, let's say, two podiums with new car, new regulations, new budgets. So then it's all on you, honestly. So that's pretty much it. My predictions of 2021. So I personally feel it's going to be fun to look forward to. Of course, the 2020 game, Formula One, should also be fun, coming out in July. If you guys have had a look on the gameplay, it's pretty insane. I'm going to be, really excited. I'm really waiting for it. Of course, I'm waiting for the golf game 2K21 as well. Sorry, 2020 as well. But this is going to be my number one list. And so I really would appreciate if you guys have any comments, which I can also get into, any predictions you have, which you want to share. And that'll be good for everyone to know what you guys also think. And I'll keep putting in videos for beginners and see my transition through going through off assists on the game. So I'm trying to now go into less control, traction control, and even manual gears to a certain sense, because I'm trying to go onto the wheel now. So it's going to be a transition for me as well. So that's the plan, and I'll keep trying to entertain it and put more and more content so that you guys can enjoy it, and look forward to talking and having a chat soon enough. Take care and stay safe, guys.